We did see yesterday the Bills do something by the way of improving that wide receiver room, and that was bringing back an old fan favorite in John Brown. And my initial reaction to seeing this, like, I was hyped. We immediately go back to who John Brown was when he was last in Buffalo and playing healthy, and he put up some fantastic numbers with Josh Allen. And now we are, you know, a year or two removed from that. He hasn't played at all this season. He last played with the Bucks, I believe it was January of last year. So as I started thinking about this for a minute, I'm immediately thinking about Brown stretching the field vertically, those tunnel screens that we used to do with him, and kind of having him stretch the field and open up underneath stuff for the other guys. I have to take a step back and remember that, he's coming in week 13 of the season, and I'm guessing that this was kind of more of the move we saw a couple of years ago, where the Bills brought in Kenny Stills, had him on the practice squad, and he was kind of like an insurance policy going into the playoffs, and we never really saw any action from him. I think this is kind of a move that is there in case that we do suffer any injuries at the receiver position, which is already thin. He's got some familiarity with the players. Obviously it's a new coordinator, but a lot of the language is the same. A lot of the players that he was here with, Josh, most importantly, and probably a guy that you can pretty easily slot in if something goes wrong. Maybe I'm completely reading this wrong, and he does get some run with this team, but my initial thought is he's just kind of there in case something does happen. And I also want to say, for anybody out there that is really excited about the fact that OBJ is scheduled for a visit with the Bills, and it's kind of narrowed down to 4 teams and we're one of them. If you're one of the people out there that really wants to have the team make a move for OBJ, I wouldn't be too bummed out and be like, oh, they signed John Brown. Like, it's not happening now. I don't think that he's somebody that's going to, really factor into the top 4. I think if the organization is interested in bringing in OBJ and he is still willing to come here, all that, I don't think adding John Brown stops you from still exploring that. So something that we'll just have to keep an eye on as that situation develops.